United with T-Now. We are here today, and listen, we got some great topics that we're going to talk about. I decided to come up with some topics this week that's going to be thought-provoking, but in a good way. So, recently I was watching, social media, and I'm seeing a lot of men expressing themselves of how they feel about the black women. So I decided to reach out to some ladies that are, they're influencers, they're actors, and they have a lot that they bring out on social media, on television, they do a lot. So why not reach out to these black women that can share their opinion? Again, this whole show is about black women and how they are influencing our community. And based on what their opinion of black men, I wanted to get their opinion on how they feel. So, on that note, I have my guest here. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Lynn.
Lynn Hobson, Money Lynn.
Tell them about what do you do?
Oh man, I'm a serial entrepreneur. I'm a celebrity publicist, author, life coach.
Let's get you say your name and then say it so that you don't.
Okay.
Get close.
Okay. Well, my name is Lynn Hobson, aka Money Lynn, and I am most known for being a celebrity publicist.
Hi, I'm Tara Wallace, and you know me from Love and Hip Hop. What was the other show I did? A few other shows.
Well, I just saw you on BET. So
You also know me from being a mom, 11 children. I'm also an author, actor, and just trying to figure it out.
Hi, I'm Jiton Green, entrepreneur, real estate to the celebrities, owner of Tiffanyb Shoes, and all around fabulous Jiton.
Tiffany.
Hi, I'm Tiffanyb. I'm a social media influencer, I'm also an entrepreneur, and a mom.
That's why.
Hi, I'm DannyDuce. I am a creative. I'm a social media influencer. I enjoy doing comedy. My stand-up comedy is coming out soon. And I just direct. I'm just a creative. And I pop my shit.
Yeah.
Oh, good. So then clarifying we can curse. Awesome. Hi, I'm Silverreign, and I am a singer and a songwriter and a dancer.
Nice. So I have a mix of different women of different backgrounds. This is wonderful. This is what I want to hear. I want to see different mix of different women. So now I wanted to speak on a few topics that might, the reason why I decided to bring you ladies here is because I know that you guys are influencers. You guys are in the business of, large followings. You are in the business of being around different celebrities. You're in the business of being influencers yourself, where young women, older women, men, everyone look at you guys. You get what I'm saying? So there are going to be judgments in positive ways and negative ways. So right now, based on what's been going on with all of what's going on in social media, all of what's going on just everything in the black community, I want to know the impact. Do you feel the impact that you bring to the community is a great thing? Do you think that black women, because black women are being looked at in a sense of being independent, a lot of our men are upset. A lot of men feel like y'all can do by yourself, so do it by yourself. Mm-hmm. We are considered the leaders of the community now based on basically historical things that have happened to us as a people. So we are more considered to be now the leader of our community. Do you feel, starting with you, that based on who you are and based on your peers, the impact is positive or negative?
Right now the impact is negative on black women, African American women. We are the most disrespected race and sex on the planet. You don't see Jewish people disrespecting their women and calling them bitches and hoes. You don't see Mexicans doing it to their women. You don't see Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Chinese. They might do it behind the door, behind the scenes, but publicly we are the most disrespected race and sex on the planet. Mm-hmm. And we're the mothers of this planet. We're the real Israelites.
Hello.
That is true. There you go. Said it. Tara. What's your thoughts?
Well, I do agree with what Lynn said, but what's happened is we are in a position where we've kind of been forced into a space. And that's the thing about us, is that we are chameleons, and wherever you put us is where we thrive and where we grow. Mm-hmm. So if you leave us raising children alone, we're going to learn to do it better based on what we've seen our grandmothers do, our mothers do. and if you're gonna leave us to do it alone, then we're gonna figure out how to go to school, raise new children, to get a better job, to grow, to climb the corporate ladder, to be creatives, take advantages of the spaces that we're in now. So it could be seen as negative, the fact that we have to be in this position, but it's just what we do. Where I'm from, when I think about some of the hardships that I've been through, what got me over was thinking about the women, the older women of my community, of the church, that I'm like, I never heard them complain about their relationships. I never heard them say what time the husband came. They just constantly did to raise all the children, to do for all the children. You don't have food, don't worry about it. I'm cooking, I'm bringing it over. Wherever there was a deficit, they showed up. And this is what we're doing now. Wherever there's a deficit, we show up for each other in big ways. So much so that even when we see this stuff on social media, we're like, oh, I didn't even know that was happening. Oh, that's how they feel. We're so busy doing these things that I don't even know it's a thing until I see it on social media.
Right.
Hi, I'm Jiton. I basically feel that it's a problem in our community because women have came to be the dominant. We make more money. Don't shoot the messenger, but we have learned to, overcome everything. We get the good credit, we make the money, and men are becoming inferior and they can't deal with it. So it's like, you want to hate us, but we have to do the job as the mother, the wife, the boss. We have to make it happen. Because if not, what's going to happen? What's going to happen to the kids? What's going to happen to us? So I think we learn, and I got it from my mother. Like, my mother was a trooper, so she was like, look, single parent, I'm going to hold it down. So, a man, that was an extra, that was a plus. But, as women, me growing up in that environment, it made me stronger. So I learned to not need a man. So at my level, I'm like, either you bring it all to the table or you don't bring nothing.
Gotcha.
And I'm good without it.
Tiffany?
I feel like we all are in the industry of a male-dominant world. So I feel like we're forced to have to be outspoken and aggressive and independent because look at us. We look good here on the panel. Sometimes they try to extort us or, try to, behind the scenes, like, oh, she looks good. Let me see what I can do with her and, like, degrade us. So I feel like, they see that we're thriving in this industry. Like, even in work, in workplaces, men dominate. So we have to push and we get looked out like, who are these people? What are they doing? This is a men's world. Why are the women trying to take over? And we are. And I just feel like we get degraded and put down because they see that they don't want, I don't know, like what Lynn said, they don't want black women to succeed and it be our own black kings that think that too, I feel like, when they should be the ones pushing us up. So they're giving the okay for other race and other men, oh yeah, let's put that black woman down when they should be defending us. So that's okay.
I feel like black men need to stop thanking us, like say thank you. No, seriously, because I think, let's just say thank you, because I feel like black women being independent is because of black men. We have to be independent. We done lost y'all to jail, alcohol, white women, like different type of races. We done lost y'all to gun violence. Like, we losing y'all to a lot, like, we making more money than you guys. Y'all don't have a job. Y'all going to jail. Y'all getting killed. We have to be independent. You don't see a white woman like, oh, I gotta work so hard. My husband just gotta go to jail. Or the system and society mess all of us up. And I also feel like black men is using, oh, I don't want to be with a black woman because she's too independent. And I don't mind who you want to date, but just don't use us as the reason, why you don't want to date us. You want to go outside and date whoever. You want to date a Spanish woman or a white woman. You could do that. I'm not against that. But don't use black women as we're not good. We're the reason y'all become men. Like, there's a lot of single mothers out here raising young men.
Queen, that's a fact.
We raising men, like the black women are raising black men for them to go against us. Or, black women are too angry, but your mother was angry this whole time. You're 35 years old now. Now you're scared of a little anger. Nah, you're like, oh, I need peace. You never had peace. That's not what we need to be strong for who we are. Like, don't try to play her. That's what I'm saying. You could be a black man, like, and I just also feel like going outside and talking about black women. I think a lot of black men is insecure. Like a lot of black men, I don't know if people knows, they don't like the color of their skin. I talk to a black man, be like, yo, I feel like I'm too dark, so I prefer dating a Spanish or a white woman, so I could feel like I fit into society. I heard that from a black man.
Or so their child could come out
white looking. And I even hear about people saying like, oh, I want to have kids with somebody that's not black or lighter skin, so my child don't have to go to what I want to, or my child could have nicer hair, or my child could have an easier life. It's a whole thing. I think black men saying all this independent or dating, I think it go back to slavery. You know what I'm saying? We're not really, it's almost like colorism is so big and all that and get into like black women and black men. A lot of it have to do with colorism. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much what it is.
But that's why, do you know that a lot of West Indians hate the culture of they dye their skin color because they think that being dark is not cute.
It's not, because that's what they make it seem like.
They bleach, I'm sorry, excuse me, not dye. No, they bleach their skin color.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of...
Wow.
Sorry.
I didn't know that. I'm definitely going to talk about a conversation that I was in before. So I remember, and this was a black king, he basically said that he's afraid to date black women because black women are aggressive and they talk back.
That's part of
and
what the impressions are about us. I mean, the stereotypes.
That, right, and that was something that was said. So I kind of sat on it a little bit because I was like, it doesn't make sense to me. And he also said, they don't submit. And I was like, you have to understand, when a female feels safe, feels heard, we will submit. We're natural nurturers. Yeah. But if you make us feel like we have to kind of go on survival mode, guard.
If you earn it.
Right.
Bottom line, you have to earn a submit.
Respectfully.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm sorry. She said continue. I feel like when you make us feel those things, then you get that side of us. But I think that knowledge is power. So maybe we need to not retrain them, but we need to just let them know this is what you could do to possibly get that side of her. You know what I mean?
But so this, because the question regarding the negative, so we're speaking from the negative impact. Danny gave the negative impact of what black women are feeling based on their accomplishment, their success in their community. These are all the negative impact that we are all receiving, whether younger or older. So you all express different.
I mean, I don't really experience. I don't let a black man dictate anything. You know what I'm saying? I don't sit there and get annoyed because a black man don't want to date me or a black man.
But it don't hurt. It hurts a little bit.
Oh no, not at all. I never felt.
Well, you know what I look at it as is whenever they make us feel.
Yeah,
like
they want to make us feel like that, but
like we're not a priority.
But then they're not looking at the fact that white women in other races, they never have to be so independent. They're not losing. They're not losing. A white man is not going to jail. He's not dealing with gun violence. He's not looking behind his shoulder. They don't got a mother crying over a child that she just lost her only son. They're not dealing with this. So the woman, they don't deal with real stuff. And most of us, we're not middle class. We don't come from much. So we're making everything out of everything. There's not a lot of, like millionaires. When a black man or a black woman is a millionaire, it's something that's big. A lot of us come from the survival of the fittest. So we got to do what we have to do. So we don't sit there and blame black men for the things that they are not doing, for being a deadbeat father, for like.
Well, right now the statistic on black men being fathers, back in the days of the 80s, the narrative was pushed that black men weren't fathers to their children. Right now, out of every other race, the highest fathers that are involved with their children is black men.
Oh, wow. But they don't shine light on that, because I didn't know that.
They don't.
I didn't know that.
But this is exactly the reverse of what's happening to black women now. See, what happened to black men then is happening to us now. The only difference is that we're in.
But we love black men, though.
We have to say we love.
We do, and that's why
we love black men. We protect black men.
Next question.
So the next question, I'm getting with that one. I want you to hold that thought. So based on what's happening between, there's been a lot of chat that, the older women are not speaking to the younger generation of women, like the sexy red and the, the Sufyanas and all of this type of stuff. Why are y'all not holding them accountable? Why are y'all not telling these women they're exploiting themselves? What are your opinions on this? What are we all doing as individual women to speak to the younger generation of women?
Well, me personally, I'm disgusted. I'm just so flabbergasted. I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say. The tongue is a very powerful weapon, and so what using my platform, I always think, maybe I need to send a message or something, but I'm just afraid I'm gonna come off wrong, like the bitter black bitch, you know what I mean?
Oh, a hater, they will
or
say.
a hater, and so just trying to find that middle ground where it say, hey, I see you, young queen, I love you, but you need to step it up and respect yourself. Maybe I should say it just like that.
Maybe just like how you're saying it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like what she was saying, a lot of us have come from nothing, right? So you put a camera in someone's face and you give them an opportunity to shine in a way that can take their family out of poverty, and they're going to shine. So it's like twofolds. It's whereas you may look at it and say that's gross or I wouldn't do that. I think that's every generation that's kind of come before when it comes to music. And I think third is that as women, and all that probably we have gone through, to even express ourselves sexually or to have sex with someone else and what comes along with that, and now there's a part of this that women are saying, I'm not going to be defined by that anymore. So it's like, I'm cringing, rooting, and like, what the fuck, all at the same time.
Right.
Because part of it is us being liberated. Part of it is like
it's
women can do and say and
we
feel
can do
free,
and say whatever
but
we want.
It's
not
being more
but
sexualized.
but what hasn't been sexualized in America? We can't just put that off on the black woman when I can, in 2 seconds, be on YouPorn and see everything I want to see. I don't want to.
What's YouPorn?
I was gonna say, is that a thing?
It's something that I heard about. We can't put all of that off on one particular person that shows something or expresses themselves however they express themselves. It just may be an expression that we don't relate to. But I kind of like that women are saying, I'm not going to be defined by this anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not going to put myself in a box to make people comfortable.
That makes a lot of sense.
That makes sense, yeah.
I personally think the younger generation, they're using what they have. I don't promote it because I did the old school I did the old way, work, go to school, real estate, whatever. But it's working, and it's been working since back when Playboy with Hugh Hefner. So it's working. The young girls, they use their bodies, and they're making their mark in the industry. So I don't have nothing against it. It doesn't work for me, but in today's society, it is about appearance. I hate to say it. It worked for the Kim Kardashians. It worked for the little Kim. Sex sells. I have a daughter who's an AG. She's a dope rapper, but being that she doesn't show her body and she doesn't show her butt, she's not as far as head as she should be. And she could be, because, her father's in the music industry. I'm dope, excuse my language. Hello. But, sex sells.
Yeah.
It's working for them. So I don't knock nobody. If it's working for you, you gotta make it work. Use your whatever is gonna work.
But there's a but to it.
What's the but, baby?
The but to it is that they're making it seem as if it's every single woman that is a sexy red.
No.
That is a Sukiana. That's the identity
It's
that's
not.
being.
It's
Because
not
think about
every
it.
single woman.
We know that, but think
You
about
had
the
the little
ladies.
Kim. Think about the generation. You had the little Kim. You had the Foxy Brown. Everybody's
But
used
it's
sex
different.
to sell.
Think about it. Back in the days, in the 80s, black men was considered gangsters,
Right.
drug dealers. That was the identity of black men. 2023, black women are sexy red. Do you see the reverse?
No.
No.
Little
This
Kim
was-
was selling.
No, but
Product.
but it wasn't market.
Yeah.
We had
That's
different
what I'm
genres.
saying.
It was market. but it was.
Playboy Bunny's been around for 30 years. It's
That's
not
what
new
I'm
to the
saying.
industry.
That's
Go
what I'm
ahead.
saying.
Okay, go ahead.
That was, Little Kim was out,
Little
but
Kim
Lauren Hill was out.
But
What's
Little
being
Kim
pushed
was
now,
way-
we
Go
know,
ahead.
but
Go
what's
ahead.
being pushed now is not any other, we have no other option but to look at the Sexy Red, but to look at the Sukianas. They're pushing every other talent like this beautiful lady to the back. And now, see, back then, Lauren Hill, we had options. It was a balance. There's no balance
But it's
today.
still a balance.
Is
You
it-
still have Ella May. You still have a balance.
I think
No one
You
has
have
I think
Rihanna, Tiana,
I think she's trying to say that
everybody
they're
has some
shining,
sex
they're
at
shining
all.
light,
We know that.
shining
But
light
in the
on
marketing
that.
world,
Yeah,
No.
but what you see today
Everybody has
on
some sex.
social
You have
media,
sexy, and you have people.
but that's not being marketed.
It's not.
What's being marketed, the same way in the 80s, the black man was marketed to be a deadbeat father, a drug dealer, a gangster. Remember, stereotypes is the identity of how they put black people.
So okay,
So
let me
what's
ask you a
being
question. So
marketed
you're
now?
saying that the only music that's being sold is
It's not that
sexy?
it's only.
No,
It's
no,
not
no.
that it's
So what are you
only.
saying? Only sexy rappers is the only people making money?
Right now.
Lola Red's not sexy. I mean,
No,
Lola
what I'm
Red.
saying is
So
that, what I'm saying is that,
I mix sexy red and Lola Red.
but no,
They're not sexy.
the marketing, what's
Yeah,
being-
they're marketing
what's the
that.
marketing strategy is
But
push.
it's a marketing
That's not
strategy
true.
based on
Chloe
like what
Ray
we're
has no
watching
body.
online.
That's not true.
No.
But she
Coloraine
still
has no
sells
body.
sex.
Huh?
yeah,
Uh,
she's
Sex
doing
sells.
sex.
I just
No,
said
what
sex
they're
sells.
doing is
But that's
they're-
what's being
Najma
marketed.
is a dope rapper, and she can't because she's not sexy. But it is both.
But
That's what's
being
most talked
paid-
about.
All right, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
2 years ago during the pandemic, the rap industry, I've been in the music industry for 20 years or more. So I'm
I've
gonna
been
tell you
there
how
for
it works.
20 years too.
So I'm gonna tell you how it works.
Queen, I've been there for 20 years too.
I'm
My
gonna tell you
waterfalls are rock riders, like I've been there for 20 years. Go ahead.
So I'm gonna tell you how it works. 2 years ago,
Yes.
during the pandemic, trap music was being pushed. Pushed more than ever. We wasn't even thinking about Sexy Red. Trap music, they were going on each other's graves, killing each other, doing all kind of foolishness. Notice that because of the outcry. And they're like, wait, this doesn't look good. So what did they do? They pulled that back, and now they're pushing black women, sexuality. That's what I'm trying to say.
Sex always
That's
sold.
the always
Yeah,
been
but sex always sold.
That's
From
exactly
little
what it
kids,
is.
sex always
Can
sold.
I say
We know
this?
that, but we're talking about
How
what
it make us
is
look.
the large
But
genre. The
Of
highest
course,
paid
of course.
right now.
Fact.
The highest artist right now is Sexy Red.
Of course.
So what, that's what I'm trying
And
to
that's
say.
why I just, I agree, excuse me. Maybe we missed,
So
my
because-
daughter's an AG, and she a top rapper than everybody, but she can't sell because she not showing her body.
Exactly.
So I agree.
So you get where I'm
I
coming from.
agree.
So what
I
they
agree.
do is push the identity
Right.
of
'Cause
us.
sex
The
sells.
stereotype that they did with
sells.
black men back then is the
But-
stereotype that they're doing, is just reversed now. So that's why I'm asking you ladies as the OG too. That's why I asked the question that I asked. What are we doing to change that narrative? Going over to the younger women now. Do you agree with what I'm saying? Because they're
I do
sexualizing
agree.
more than everything right now.
Yeah, I do agree that it's being more like
How old
like
you, Queen?
me
Princess.
to
We
the
Y'all
world
the princess, we the queen.
to the world. I'm
How old?
24, but no, I'm 29.
You're 24.
nice. You
No, everybody's 24. Never say again you 29 on any type of
Yeah, I just
Go
wanted to
ahead.
feel like, you know, but no, I agree with what you're saying because now like we're being looked at. I don't know. I'm disgusted too because back in the day, my mother always taught me, oh, what you got down here is gold. Don't let no man get that. Be conservative. Like even me, you know, cleavage might have been too much. Where you going with that? You know, but I just feel like now this generation, their mothers aren't teaching them to be conservative, or their mothers aren't active in their life because they feel like they have to do the most to get approved from a man, when knowing that the men really don't like what you're doing. Like they might want to fuck you, but they never gonna wife you.
That's a
You know what I'm
fact.
trying to say? So what you're saying, it is being marketed and being more known as, oh, look at these black women, they're disgusting, they're hoes, they want to show their pussies.
My friend said he was in Japan, and all they kept saying is Sexy Red Suki. That's all.
Yeah,
they
that's
But
what
let me say this.
Yeah.
I disagree.
Mhm.
I feel like sex been selling.
We know that.
I feel
We
like
know that.
now women are more liberated, and what's happening is we got social media to show it off. Every woman want to feel sexy. Every woman want to feel beautiful. Now there's surgery 24/7. Every woman wants that feel. There's women that be like, Denny, how can I be sexy? How can I you know what I'm saying? There's women that be like, Denny, you show so much skin. They go get their body done. Now they showing skin.
But you don't need to show skin to feel sexy.
Yeah,
Denny.
but my whole thing is with the whole Sukihana and Sexy Red, women wasn't rapping before like that. That's the most. This is all. This is the most women we have doing. Yeah, but like I'm saying, we did not have this many female artists on top and doing what they're doing. And it's kind of like now women is like they out there, they doing. And just because you out here showing skin like Sukihana, I know Sukihana. Like Sukihana, like she played her part very well. But like just because she's showing skin doesn't mean she's really out here doing what you think she's doing. It's just a persona. A lot of people are selling a persona to feed their family. If I see a lick, I'ma get it too. Like if I come from nothing, a lot of women are just embracing being a woman and they're not afraid to just show it. I don't think because you show your skin that just mean like you're like you less of a woman.
I don't have a problem with it. The problem I have with it is when it's being covered as every woman.
Yeah.
That's not every woman, because
We
that's
know
why
that. We both know that.
that's
It's
why
marketed.
that's why
Black
it's
women
being
be
marketed. That's why they put the camera on. There's so many good women out here. There's so many women that got degrees, that go to school, that take care of their family. That's not an entertainer. The entertainers are getting crazier. You get what I'm saying? The entertainers are. It's just like when you say every man cheat. It's just in America. There's like a lot of little small town. There's not even enough women to cheat. You get what I'm saying? It's just in the big cities when you talk about like New York, you get like it's just something. It's happening, and the more the years go by, the more comfortable women gonna be with their sexuality, and
But
we're
they're
gonna
not
have to deal
though.
with it.
Sorry to cut you off. There is an interview with Sukihana, right? With I don't know if you guys seen this, with a radio personnel, and she asked her about all the negative things that Sukihana was getting into. All like the
I
things.
see.
Suki did not like that. She said, "Why are you bringing up something
you know
negative
what?
about my
But
past?"
it's not that
And
she
she
didn't
said
like
it.
gave herself that title.
And this is
that
what I'm
name.
saying.
That's
This is what I'm.
made her.
Yeah, but
This is
I
what
watched that video.
Exactly. So this is what I'm saying. You're putting that into the world. You're selling.
But I watched that video
You're
though.
selling that into the world, but you really don't like it. So why? Even
But
do
I
it?
watched that video. There's a difference asking me a
I
question
think we should
and
just stop
trying to.
talking about them.
All right,
Yeah.
let's go to the
And
next
just-
They're trying to
and-
shade.
and if we
So,
stop talking
let's
about
move
them,
on.
Right.
they will
They will be
suppress them,
irrelevant.
and they will become irrelevant. And
Right.
then we can
No,
just
I
do
love
that.
me some Sukihana, some sexy red.
Look, but she loves
That's
it.
what I was trying to say before. This is a very social media based generation, right? So if you're shining light on a specific thing, that's gonna get the most likes, the most comments. That's where you're gonna get the younger generation
Right.
wanting to be like that. And then the guys, if they're getting upset or they're saying they don't like it, but when you look at numbers, somebody's liking it.
Yeah, and then we talk about all this, and then we forget like who created OnlyFans. Like we got if you understand what OnlyFans is, you can understand how it's not just showing this, showing that. You know how many regular people, regular girls that have OnlyFans, that are having sex on camera on OnlyFans. We're not talking about that, but then we want to go say Sexy Red and Sukihana, but you have girls where you could pay $20 and you see them having sex with their boyfriend.
That's
Oh, yeah.
well, like I said, well,
Yeah, for sure.
right now,
$20.
makes you less than that.
Why it be $7.99?
Why?
No, this ain't gotta pay for it.
Was the man involved?
Anything very like it's porn. OnlyFans is porn at this
We
point.
really old. We like word.
Right. But this is the thing though.
I
Go ahead,
just
go
want to
ahead.
say something really quickly, because like ideally, like when we look at the black woman, right? I think that we really have to be careful when we say, well, we're independent, we're strong, and then we say on the flip side of that, well, he won't marry her. Because like, is that the goal for every single person? Like, does our life begin at marriage? And I have never felt like that even as a little girl. There's an assumption because I have kids that I want to settle down and just be married. That's not my personal goal. It's just a byproduct along the journey. If you meet someone, and it all. So I just feel like we have to be careful when we say we're independent and we're strong, and then say, well, he won't marry her, as if we're waiting to be chosen.
Yeah.
And everyone here, I don't necessarily get that vibe. So I think that we really have to take that off. Like, it's not the graduation. You
And
know?
this is the thing too. There are so many different forms of women. There are women that are raised in the church. There are women that are not raised in the church. There are women. We're fluid. That's the thing about us as black women. We are multicultural, we have different backgrounds, and we see different things. We look at life so different. So to put all of us in a category by saying, oh, you're not getting married and your life is over. It's ridiculous, because not everyone has that desire.
Why is marriage the end goal for everybody? Like
It's not for everyone.
But a lot of women I know, like my cousin, marriage was her end goal. It's that girl. Thank God she got married, because she would have really, like, she felt like she was about to hit 30 and she wasn't engaged. It was really messing with her head, like
It's
her
a fairy
family.
tale.
Yeah,
You gotta understand, from a child, we watch all these cartoons, Disney World, all that stuff. These things are all built up of what let us think what love is, what relationships should be, all of the perceptions of what we see.
I didn't want to be the only one who said it, but I want that. That's
There's nothing wrong with that.
I want that too.
There's nothing wrong with it.
there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I'm not against.
It's not the end result. But is it the end result?
No,
Is that
it's
the
not.
end
It's
result?
not the end
Honestly.
Or is it just something that, if it works out and we're all able to achieve it, it's just a wonderful thing. But it's like, I mean, it's just so weird, because if you're married and you experience infidelity, it's like, oh, you work for your family. But if you're dating and experience infidelity, then you're stupid. It's like, it's
you
the
picked
same
the wrong
thing.
man. You picked the wrong man. That's what they'll say.
So I'm just
crazy.
like, I just don't, I'm just saying, because we're sitting here and we're saying that we're so strong, and we, the men this, the men that, and the women this and the women that, and it's like, we just want to meet a man and just love him and he love us back. That's the
And every version, you know what? But every version, meet a person and love them in every version of themselves,
It's about
because
happiness.
everybody grows
So
and
that's what you just said, segue into what I'm about to ask. Some black men, today I even went on my social media. This morning, I went on TikTok. I saw a bunch of men just, cussing y'all out. Because they ain't talking to me. And it's an everyday thing that I see. A lot of men are angry. A lot of men feel that, black women don't respect them, don't love them, don't care about them. Black women, y'all think y'all better than us. Y'all, it's a lot of different things.
Well, we are.
what were some
So
examples
there are
they
a lot of
said?
black men that feels that the love that they should receive, they're not receiving.
They're sassy.
And
Yeah,
Today's
the new
men is
age
sassy.
generation is sassy for real. Like,
They are too sassy for me. I can't.
so on that note, some of them share their thoughts. Some of them felt like they're not feeling respected. Some of them feel like, some black women, think that because they, financially, black women are one of the highest paid entrepreneurs in the country versus our black men. We are the leaders of our community versus our black men. How do you think, what is it that we can do as black women to make to bring a balance between our black men?
I think that it needs to start with self-respect and self-love. And then when you love yourself and you respect yourself and you love yourself, then that energy will exude out into the universe and, hopefully touch the black man.
That's your views?
That was good.
I don't see where we've done something so wrong. We have their children, we keep them. And through all of the things that perhaps they could be complaining about, we're doing it with probably a broken heart, a shattered heart from them. And I think that, again, change starts with yourself. And so they have to start doing the homework that we've had to do, which is, who are they? What do they want, and what work have they done to achieve that? They have to start with the vision boards like we did. They got to start from scratch. They have to start from nothing. Because through all of it, from my point of view, we've loved them through it all, and we still love them through all of this banter. So I don't understand I don't understand.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to piggyback on both these beautiful ladies, but I think they need to work harder, because I worked my motherfucking ass off.
That part.
And I used to have money 20 years ago.
Oh my
Nigga,
God,
you got to get out and work. I worked in the snow, the winter, the whatever, the storm, it don't stop. And I just think they don't have the drive that we have. Like, I was a single parent for a long time, and I got up and hustled my ass off from the Bronx, from nothing to whatever is going on now in my life, and it didn't come easy. And I just think they need to work harder. It's not going to be given. You got to go out and get it. That's it.
Okay, I feel like the ladies are gonna hate me for this. I'm on the opposing side because, okay, so for me, my mom is a Latina woman, right? So I grew up in a Latina household. My dad is black, but my mom is. So I feel like in today's society, I guess my generation, us women are a little too aggressive. We are a little too independent.
Spanish woman,
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Let me just.
I'm sorry. No disrespect. I was just thinking.
We play that, and even though we know we are independent, I feel like sometimes us women don't know how to let a man be a man in a sense, and you know you gotta cater to your men. Men are big babies. You know they're like a extra kid. So I had a conversation with one of my friends who grew up in a black household where this question is on social media too. She asked me, do I feed my kid before my man? And I said, well, you know, he's head of the household. He brings home the money. Yeah. My man gets fed. He gets his plate made first.
Well, that's how it should be in the black family too.
Yeah,
that's how my mom used to do it. I'm not gonna lie.
How old is your child?
2.
You feed your man before you feed your kid?
So his plate gets made first.
So he gonna pass out so he can continue cooking on the table.
Right.
My mom used to give me out the biggest piece of chicken.
No. I used to.
That was
I don't
wrong.
remember if I did that for my ex-husband. I used to make my husband play first when he walked through the door.
So there's a lot of like black women, right? Who like my friend, she was saying like, no, my mom always the kids eat first. If anything, dad eat last. So I just feel like just little things like that. Like the man isn't priority in a household or priority in, I guess, some women life. I can't speak for all. So when we don't treat our men as kings, they become sassy and say, y'all too aggressive, y'all too independent, y'all don't even let me do this. I mean, it's real.
I think they need to earn that. Because you have a man, if he's paying all the bills and you sitting home as a housewife, then yeah, you need to feed the kid.
But what if he's not?
Then you feed the child. If you paying all the bills,
but this is the thing.
But I think what we're missing here in all of these conversations.
I'm paying the bills, I'm feeding my kids.
But what I'm saying is I think one of the things that we're missing here and in all the conversations, in all of this conversation is guess who eats last every day?
The woman.
Yes,
we do. We eat last, whether we feed the kids or the children.
And we're not complaining. We're not complaining.
We're always last. We're not complaining.
We aren't complaining.
I know you come before your mama.
Are you done?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just feel like black men want to be treated as king. If you want to be treated as a king, you gotta treat your black woman as a queen. You know, and that's all I feel like. I feel like you want to give the black woman respect, you're gonna get your respect back. Give the black woman comfort, you're gonna get comfort back.
But what
Give
if
her
they
peace,
feel like that? What if they feel like you gotta
peace back? No, but a lot of black men are not protectors. They're not providers. They talk about black women all day, every day, but they're not saying what's wrong with them. There's a problem here, and it's like it's not only one end, it's in two ends of the stick. Like, you know, black woman this, black woman that. But I never once sit there and hear what's wrong with the black man. Why is the black woman reacting the way they are reacting? Because we're not being respected, we're not being protected, we're being disrespected, and that's that. And if once you, as a woman, if you keep on being played with, you're gonna like lose your sense of comfort. You're not gonna be that same woman that's able to provide, this submissive when you hurting. A lot of black women are hurting because of the black man, and they want that satisfaction. Oh, if black women start doing this, yeah, like, and that's not right.
I get your point.
Okay.
Yeah, Silver.
Okay. So I'm 50-50 with it, right? I kind of agree with what you're saying, but I also do feel like men need to remember that they're supposed to be providers. They're supposed to lead. It's like we're the neck, they're the head. We can turn it this way or whatever, but you're the head. You know what I mean? But my thing is, I go back and I think about how were you raised? One, even when I've seen a lot of my friends that are mothers, how they talk to their son, what values and morals are you teaching them? So when they grow up and have a girlfriend or a wife, can they communicate? Can they express, listen, babe, I don't like how you're talking to me. Let's talk about this. Let's fix it. Because like I said, that person that I was talking to did say that black women are aggressive, but why is she aggressive? Nobody comes out the womb like, hey, I'm aggressive. Like,
They mom
it's
taught
a
them to be
learned
like that.
right, it's something they're,
Some.
it's, I think it's your environment. I think it's how you're raised. All of that plays a big part. So maybe because women are more resilient, like I'm gonna just say that, maybe we need to start teaching them something. Like, let's show them, because men are amazing. They
You know what's
are.
crazy?
Let's teach them again.
I don't like when it be like black women are aggressive, because me, I feel like I'm a boss. Like I get up, like I tell people what to do. Like I want my set done this way. I want to create this. I go, like I do these things. But when I get with a man, like when I'm with you, I don't even want to be in control. This is why I go. I want to lay down, and I don't let you be in full control unless you're doing something I don't really like. And that's when my bossy way gonna be like, "Oops,"
But it's
and I go
something-
back and being submissive.
It's something
like,
they're seeing, though, for them all to
Regarding
say the same
aggressive.
thing.
Some of us are aggressive based on survival. Some of us are aggressive based on
You're
the
a
fact
boss,
that
you're gonna be
some of
aggressive.
us don't really didn't see a father figure in the household, and we have to be, I did a video a few months ago, and I said, the reason why you see masculinity in women is because women had to take on the role. When someone knocked my door when I was single the first couple of years with my son, living alone, someone knocked the door. I wasn't answering the door. Hello. I was answering, hello. My voice was more stronger, more aggressive. So it's a protective mode.
Adapting.
So when a woman feels safe, that's when you will see that side.
That's what I said earlier.
But then also, my parents were divorced, and my father won custody of my sister and I. So we were raised in a household with just my dad and and my stepmother. But my father was the primary parent. I act the same way. It's not. It doesn't
Some
matter.
of us learn behavior
It doesn't.
too.
It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. If I'm home by myself and someone's knocking on the door, I'm gonna act the same way. So
Yeah,
I'm saying
like-
this to say it doesn't matter whether you have your father in your household or not. It's still you're just in survival mode.
It's survival. But this
Yeah.
is the- so, all right, so
But what I'm
stick
saying is
with
like, this is my thing, are we, I just don't get the aggressive thing.
I don't get it.
I just think it's like, it's just like I don't even think that we're aggressive.
Me too.
Because when I look at other cultures, and I don't care what we see on the outside, when I go inside of that culture, the women are running everything.
But you gotta understand, they're perceived through society as a soft.
But what I'm saying is like,
Delicate, dark,
I'm not willing to be a
rough,
part
tough.
of like trying to soften myself for anybody. Because I mean, we're soft when we need to be soft, and we're hard when we can't. We're multifaceted.
Yeah, we
It's
are.
the same way we're, starting businesses and
We are, it's different
I feel
version of us.
a strong black man have no problem with a little aggression.
But I'm gonna,
You know-
I'm gonna
But
say
is it
this.
personality or aggression?
No, but I'm gonna say this
Right.
on behalf of black men. From me having a son, if I did not have a son, I probably would look at life a little different. I would. I'm telling y'all, I would look at life completely different if I did not have a son. From the day I had that little boy. And you should know, you have two boys.
Do I?
That
I haven't gotten a blood
That
test.
whole protective, I gotta protect myself. Wait till they get older, teenager. You don't want to take the train. You fear when they go to high school, somebody gonna fight my baby. You know what's time I went up to my son's school? The fear of always trying to protect your black son. And then when they become big, especially if they're big and bulky, that officer doesn't see a 16-year-old boy.
Right.
He see a black man. So I had the opportunity and the blessings to see the pain of a black man through my son. Like a couple days ago, he ordered food, and they stole our groceries from the door. And I said, "You don't go knock nobody's door. Let me do it." Women, think about the situation that just happened in Brooklyn.
Yes, that was so
Yes,
crazy.
with the
See
guy.
that woman grabbing her husband.
Yeah.
It is
That
what
was
we
so
have to
unnecessary.
When the neighbor
killed
killed
them.
Tara
do. The mother, the father, and the son.
Oh, wait, I
pulling
turned it
him
off.
away.
I'm getting
I
chills.
turned it off. I didn't want to see
Yeah,
it.
I never watched the
What
video.
was
The video's on social
I watched
media.
it.
He
I
killed,
watched it.
He's dead.
he killed
Everybody's
the little boy.
dead. The guy's dead too.
Yeah.
They
And
found.
the killer.
The one that killed is dead?
Yeah, the one that killed is dead
How did
too.
he die?
All over the noise being too loud.
How did he die?
The police shot him.
The thing with that, though, pay attention to that wife grabbing her husband. That is the pain of every woman. With a son, Because we know, you gotta understand, there are serious aggression between black men and black men.
Yeah.
They're always in,
It's a
they gotta
power.
fight, they have to, it's a power struggle between black men, and they got a power struggle between them and everybody else.
And if it's an audience.
So black men already feel, that's why I wanted this topic,
Targeted.
they already feel, we are ready to target a society. If you go on Google, they're at the bottom of the list for every job market.
Wow.
They're at the bottom of the list for everything, so now they feel like their women don't respect them and love them. There are some black men that feel this way, and that's why I wanted to have this conversation.
Right.
Because yes, we are empowered, and yes, I do believe that some people need to earn certain things. But how they feel, go ahead.
Let me say this. I'm kind of confused with that. Black women raise black men, and later on, a lot of black men comes back to resent a lot of black
It's the
women.
reason behind that
So
too.
are we the one that's doing something wrong?
We-
Because
some of us.
because it's kind of like we are raising this man.
Some
like
of us.
it's
Some
our
of
black
us are
man.
taking- all right, so I'm gonna break it down to you. I'm a social worker. I've done been in homes where I had to tell the mother, stop getting naked in front of your son.
Wow.
You walking by, and that's why he's saying vagina, and that's why he's certain things as women. Now, this is the bread and butter of the conversation, because this is where accountability comes in. A woman cannot raise a boy.
No.
We could raise them, but what I'm trying to tell you is that we can't teach them to be men. They need to be. My son, I was single till my son was 6 years old. I put his ass in football. I put him around my brothers. I got a mentor for him because I know I cannot teach him. I remember when I said to him, go pee on the tree. He said, I shouldn't do that. I'm going to go to jail. I said, what the hell are you talking about? You're a boy. But I could not show him because guess what? I don't have a penis to pee at a tree.
Yeah.
So no matter how you know, we have to take accountability to what we do around our sons. There are mothers out here that have multiple men in and out their house around their sons. That son grows up and resent that mother. And I'm gonna say something, and I pray to God it don't offend nobody, but like I remember when I met my child's father. I will never forget this. He said to me, I don't like my mother. I'm very mad at my mother. She has too many children for too many men. She only had 3 children, 3 baby daddies. From the day he said that, and I knew I was having a kid by him, guess what I did? I made my business for my son to never see a man but my husband. He has never, ever seen a man. These things affect our sons.
Yeah.
A lot of women don't want to take accountability for that. If your son is seeing traffic of men, how you think he's gonna respect you?
Right.
Not the mama, you.
Right.
He gonna think you, if my mama hold you up.
Right.
That's the mentality of what's happening with this generation, and this is why the men of your generation are so angry. That's why you hear men say, I don't want a woman with kids. I wanted, these are-
But I think
these are
also like
saying that.
They do
individual,
think
I mean, if we look at every individual situation, it will bring about different issues.
Of
So-
course.
So, I mean, as a whole group of women, we can't take on
We
one
can't.
bad mother.
No.
We can't, but it's not, we can't, but the men are all saying, hey, look at me, I'm human. Don't look at me out the box, don't put me out the box. So that's why I'm asking you ladies that are very outspoken, that understand the concept of what's happening. How do y'all feel about y'all black men?
Oh,
Go ahead, I'm sorry, go ahead.
oh no, go ahead. I know it goes
How
down
do
to
you
me.
feel about, because that's one of the final questions.
was the
Yeah.
Are we start with Lynn or?
Yeah, Lynn, you can. I can start with, you wanna start it?
I was just gonna say men need to start communicating more too,
That
though.
too.
Like, don't be
They need their
afraid.
breaks. They
Yeah.
need things that they need to fix about themselves.
Yeah.
But I wanted to speak from, because I'm gonna have the panel of men. Don't get twisted
Oh,
now. I'm gonna have my panel of men in a few weeks.
They're gonna be here
But,
crying and all kinds of
They sassy, okay?
Sassy,
They gonna be real
They're
sassy.
gonna be sappy and
Yeah,
sassy.
how do you feel?
I mean, I'm gonna stick with that. I feel like they do need to communicate more, be open to that, and that's my opinion on it.
I love black men. Like I love black men. I really, really do. Like I can't even see myself. Yeah, I love black men a little too much, and I just want them to know, like, I love black men. And it's just like I just feel like they need to know that we're not the enemy here. Like I be thinking, black men be thinking we have beef. We don't got. We love y'all. I love me a black man. Don't think me with a good time when coming with a black man. You know, like, and we're not aggressive. You know, not every black. I want black men to know not every woman is aggressive. I'm a lover. Like even though I might be like but I'm a very lover. I'm gonna rub your head. I'm gonna rub your scalp, your toes, your everything. Everything. Not every woman, not every black woman. That whole misconception, every black woman is aggressive. Need to change. I want black men to know not every black woman is aggressive. Not every black woman is angry. Not every black woman feel away about you guys dating outside y'all race. Y'all want to do that, y'all could do that, but just be respectful about it and stop putting the blame on us. That's all. It's all love.
I kind of want to piggyback on what Silver said about communication. That's up to us women to make a man feel comfortable to communicate, because men are used to having their guard up, and like when we attack them and don't give them the space or the comfortability to want to open up, they're not.
Yeah.
So when it comes to communicating, I feel like us women play a big part in that. I'm sorry, ladies, but we do. Like sometimes we a little too much. We complain about little things that don't need to be. Not everything needs to be brought up or have a response.
I'm just not learning that. Sorry, but go ahead.
So it's like, and then my mom always taught me. Like my mom always said, sometimes you just gotta let a man talk. Like they just like to hear themselves talk. Sometimes, even if you want to rebuttal back, just let them do whatever they do, and then they're gonna realize later on, okay, maybe I was tripping. Like everything don't need to be argument. But I love my black man. My dad is black. My baby father black. Like I love my black man. My son is black.
Yes.
So when it comes to, I'm just all about like, you know, being soft and nurturing and catering, because they are in the world where they have to worry about if they go outside, not is the ops gonna kill them, but is the police gonna kill them, or is anything in the world. So it's like when they come home, I want them to feel safe and loved. And yeah, baby, I'm gonna make your dinner plate first.
How do you find that balance?
But what?
Like with making them feel comfortable enough to trust you enough to communicate, because I mean, I'm not gonna get and I've done that. Like I won't bring my personal no, I am. I experienced, like I was very vulnerable, very open, and I know how hard it is for a black man to just be open, right? And I gave what I could. I still didn't get that in return. So where do you find that balance?
Well, yeah, I was.
Let me just say this really quickly. I definitely moved on to the next.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta just.
But sometimes you do love the person. It's like you really want to try your very best, and I couldn't find that balance.
All you can do is okay, let's just say, for instance, he come home, had a long day. Oh, babe, how was your day? You know, sometimes we can't force a man to speak, because, like, a lot of women be like, tell me now. How was your day? I want to know now. You kind of got to let him be open and do that on his own, where, okay, if you don't want to answer right now, don't press the issue, right? Tell me if I'm wrong. I'm sorry. I don't know. Don't press the issue. You know, just kind of show them, like, I'm here for you, babe. I hope you had a good day. Let me rub your back. And while you're rubbing his back, how was your day, baby? Like,
I literally did all of that.
He gotta go.
He
gotta go.
Don't confuse that.
So it was just the person.
Don't confuse that.
Yeah.
He's traumatized, probably.
And also, I want black men to love us just like we love them. Just like I'm crazy about black men, I want black men to be crazy about black women. Like, you can't even say not one word. What you say about my black woman? Like, ready to fight. I want that. I want that energy. I want the same way they talk about Spanish women like they got, or white women like they got. Or, oh, I saw this crazy Spanish woman. I saw this beautiful black woman. Like, you know, hype me up.
Cause we really exotic. We the real exotic ones. Okay, we come in different colors too.
You know, like black women being the most disrespected race and sex. I think that ever since social media, the black man has been demasculated to the highest level of levels. I mean, you can't even get any, you know, my whole thing is now, you know, unfortunately everyone's gay until proven otherwise. You know what I mean? And so, you know, my message to the black man is to live in your truth. Don't expect us to adjust off of, you know, the persona you want to, you know, us to come across you as. You know, live in your truth. Communicate. We're not mind readers. You know what I mean? I try my best to make, you know, the environment when I bring a black man in my environment a safe haven. But I'm tired of being a damn counselor. You know what I'm saying? So
I totally get that. I literally just unsigned up for.
I'm just about over it, you know what I mean? But I just don't wanna give up on the black man. Black man, I'm rooting for you. Get your shit together.
Respectfully.
Message.
I just want to ask a question. Are the men that we're talking about, are these the faithful ones? Because I haven't had that.
That part.
I've come across faithful ones that are saying the same thing.
Well, I mean, I'm going to tell you, I have 8 brothers. I'm 47. You know, I probably, of the entire group of men from college till now, I may know one faithful one. So
Thank you.
Which one are we, you know, I mean, so am I supposed to do all of these things in my house?
For a
while he
non-faithful
goes and
man.
has another woman that's just for him? Like, I'm just asking the question.
That's a good question. Well, this is the thing.
I mean, because like people don't want to acknowledge that. People don't want to deal with that. Like that's trauma, right?
Yeah.
And you want to do these things and come home and expect me to be what?
Yo, she's so right.
Happy?
She's so right. Let me tell you, I was dealing with this man. Like, I cleaned his whole house, spotless.
Never.
Clean. I didn't know any better. That was like my first.
Never.
That was my first love. Listen, no.
Never in live.
I cleaned his whole house and everything. Come back a day later or 2 days later, I found some big old eyelashes on the dresser. So after I cleaned for you, make sure you ate.
You clean for his new girl. That's
and then the other girl just came back in. And I never did. Yeah, and I never did that after that. I'm like, oh, you know, I'm gonna go back to
At that point,
Because
just
that's also not a
introduce
new
each
thing.
other.
You know, our mothers have gone through this. Our grandmothers have gone through
Right,
this.
they have.
So like, what man are we doing all of these things?
I've
So
been
where's
in
the
place.
self-accountability?
Right.
Are you know, they want us to be these things and say, okay, well, it's in my nature. I'm just built this way to have this and to like. I mean, it just has to be way more
I've gotten to the place of
self-reflection.
I've accepted that you like multiple women. You're not a part of the monogamy
So-
lifestyle.
I mean, despite what people make think on TV, that's just not my thing.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I mean, look, shit happens, right? You do things, and you fall in love, you got to get over it. But on average, I don't want a man to share his body with someone else.
Oh,
If we can do that, then there's a lot of things I could be willing to acknowledge and open up. But
Could you focus? So you're more focused on the ones that want to be monogamous.
Yeah, but I feel like
I focus on them. Like that's what I want. I mean, I'm not saying like I know people always think that it's my kid's father, but every dude I dated in college wasn't faithful either. So
I think that
I'm not calling him out. I'm calling every man I've ever dated.
I've gotten to the place of a Western woman that I accept the fact that every man I meet is a polygamist.
Yeah, I don't believe that no man is.
Well, I'm going down
I don't want to
screaming.
put that on every man on camera, y'all. I'm gonna put it on everybody.
but it's like, why is it so hard for a man to like just be faithful to one woman?
It's too many women in the world.
But
I
there's
know
so many
people
men
wanna
too.
do that, but it's just not true because if every man made us have orgasms the way we made them, maybe they'd have different issues.
But you gotta
So I
understand.
just don't agree.
But you gotta understand, they're built different than us. Men get more. What I think they produce. They could have multiple children more than us. They're
Yeah, and I could be pregnant with 100 men.
But it will be.
So I'm just saying, it's like it's just
in a year.
we
100 in a
can.
year.
There's always another side to think of it when it comes. Like that is the point. Two people have decided to do something, and we should do that until the other does not feel that way,
I
and then we
respect
need to
that.
bring that to the table. And so when we get that level of maturity, then we can talk about how I need to change. Because every woman here has loved a black man. We've had children by black men. We're raising them on our own without bashing, without doing. There has to be some accountability.
I agree with that. I agree that there have to be accountability on, because that's why when it comes to us getting married in our community, that conversation is out the window now. Most men are saying, why? It's not beneficial. A lot of men are saying that. So I get your point there that it has to be accountability on.
then you go eat last. You go
I also feel like men.
eat after muffin.
My take is, because I keep hearing black. I really look, and my mother's Italian, my father's black. I don't think it's a race thing. The Spanish, the white, they all cheat. I think it's the individual. And all I'm going to say is, if you ain't for me, I ain't for you. You better give 100%, and you won't get 100%. If not,
So that's your message to black men?
out of here. I ain't got the time. I ain't got the energy. And I'm not giving you all this.
Do you love your black man?
I love that. That's not for debate.
We just gonna leave it there, right?
It's about the man. I need a good nigga. And my husband's good. He gonna fuck me up with CT there. But it's not about the color. I just need a good man. Like, give me all of you like I'm gonna give you all of me. That's it. You could be white, black, Spanish, Puerto Rican, African,
But the
whatever.
message is, what is your message to black men?
Black men need to
Do better.
Love them.
Hey, who said it? Yo, somebody said, who said it right on time? You gotta do better.
But what's do better? What's
Black
do
men need
better?
to do better. Do better.
Like how?
Ask them what's the
Because we give 120%, 200%. Like, the women that I'm around, we all dope. Like, we all.
But in defense of the black man, because I get your opinion and I don't disagree 100%, but in defense of them, there are some women out here that are acting just like men.
Yep.
Yeah.
Some of us
Because
look
we don't
like
have
shit.
no
They were saying.
We have,
I've been single. They mess up
okay,
me.
when you single for a minute, you learn to put your
Big girl pants on.
and
Yeah, 'cause you
take
gotta
up that
shovel the
whole.
snow.
I was just
Take
thinking
out
about
the trash.
Change your tire. And when you paying bills like a nigga, excuse my language. When you paying bills like a man, you start thinking you're the man.
But
when
ladies,
he's
you
like,
said.
oh, why you talk to me like that? Nigga, because I'm paying bills like that.
But you said the black man.
It's a trade-off.
The black man has to take accountability, but us women have to take accountability as well.
She makes sense.
Does
Well,
that
we both gotta
emasculate
take
them?
accountability.
It doesn't.
About what?
Like literally, I could be
Overall.
doing business like, nigga, I gotta get off the phone. And then it's like, my man's like, fix my plate. Okay.
Yeah, like that. I don't see nothing wrong with
That's
that.
submissive bullshit.
Yeah, I think I really like that.
I
Like,
submissive and you paying the bill.
I mean, that's not a little bitch right there.
Humble, I'm gonna take it.
But what if he can't pay all the bills in that
all
moment? So you're not submissive if he couldn't pay all the bills in that moment?
I mean, it's not about. It's not even about the
You want me
bills.
to work
It's
all
not-
day, wash clothes, cook, and suck the dick?
But it's not even about the bills.
This
T.
is the thing. We gotta have different.
Yeah.
The reason why this show is called Open-Minded.
It's not even about-
I'm not yelling at you. I'm just saying.
No, I know.
The
It's
reason why
okay.
it's Open-Minded is because we have different views.
But it's not even about paying the bills. I feel like T, it's not even about paying the bills. I just feel like
What does Silver say?
every woman, like
Why
every,
you so quiet?
I'm letting her talk.
Cause she talking. You gotta be quiet and let other people talk. Silver.
anyways, this is what I said what I was saying, but
Yes, please. Yeah.
Queen,
But-
we love your opinion.
yeah, but I'm allowed to talk. If they don't want to talk, that's on them. But if I
I
have
know,
an
but we
opinion,
gotta
I'm
let
gonna
other
speak.
people talk.
But they didn't want to
No,
talk,
it's
so I
okay.
don't know what's your issue.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So the point is this, right? Danny, go ahead. What did you say?
No, I was just saying, cause it's like as women, we need different things from men. Cause I might need a man to pay the bill, but then this woman, I just need a man to just be at home and just take care of the household or like companionship is what you need. You might be financially stable as a woman, and you don't need a man that's making as much money as you. You just need a man to just be around and keep you company and be there for
Change
you.
the tire, fix the cabinet.
That's a fact. and that means you should be loyal.
Period.
No, you want
Period.
no, it's no problem. It's
She
not
said I
about
talk a
money.
lot.
Yeah, we gonna both talk a lot today. We gonna both talk a lot today. Cause if you gonna change the cabinet, then you gotta be loyal.
So this is what
She gonna change the cabinet. Should he be loyal?
this is what we got. This is
No,
what
I'm
we
saying
got.
he gotta change the cabinets. He gotta do that.
So this is what
I
we
mean,
got.
you can just,
And this
there's an app, you can just go on the app and get someone to change the cabinet.
Right. I said you want to make sure the cabinet be loyal.
What a task wrap is open
Well,
all day.
I was kind of gonna agree with her a little bit on that. I feel like men are obviously complaining and feeling like we're too aggressive, right? Let's go with that. We're too aggressive. We need to find a happy medium. We need to allow them to be the kings that they're supposed to be. Because I love me my block chocolate men. I'm just gonna say that, okay? But it's also, we have to level them up without losing our self-love for ourselves. Like, we just gotta find a happy medium. Let's love on our
It's a
kings.
balance. All
It
about
really is a
It's a
balance.
balance.
That's a fact.
So you have a pink pillow behind you.
Do I?
Bessie?
So part of the show is, this is like almost to the closing, but part of the show we have is called lip action. This is where you get to voice your opinion. So part of lip action is, when you hold the pillow to share your view. Part of lip action is where you share your thoughts, share your heartfelt, whatever I'm about to say. So share your, tell me what is the message that you want to share as a Black woman to our community. Like the message, like what is it you would want to tell our men and our women?
Okay. What I would
From
want,
you.
what I want the world to know is that we Black women are the original mothers of this earth. Period. So we should be praised for our strength. You know, there are so many other races that want to be us, look like us, you know, walk like us, talk like us, dress like us. And imitation is flattering, but it's most important. Just start with the respect, and that's it.
Okay. You yield it back to.
You know, we have worked really hard to arrive where we are. The level of independence and a comfortable space, raising our children, our sisterhood, girls' trips, becoming entrepreneurs. And I would just say, take that torch and run with it. Don't wait around for people to catch up. Or we're going to fall behind.
Hello. Lady that talks so much. No, I just want to say I appreciate our Black kings, and I just want them to appreciate us, you know, as Black queens. We work hard, you know, we put a lot into raising our young queens and kings, and we just want our men to contribute and to just be part of that legacy. So we can just, you know, have something to give to the kids as a future, some type of, you know, we want to be able to pass the seed down so they can be better. And just, that's it.
This is the nice lips. Hello. Okay, so I will definitely say listen to some Tupac. No, I'm just kidding. I think I would say to our Black men to remember what you are. You are Black kings. Treat your Black women like queens. Like it does start from home, but even if you don't have that growing up, create your own. You can start your own foundation. But like I said, knowledge is power, so just learn your history and respect us, love on us, cherish us, all that good stuff.
What should I say? Black men and Black women.
You can, whatever you want to share.
It's one thing. I just want to say for Black men and Black women, just spread love, like more love, more love. Stop pointing the fingers. Who's right, who's wrong. Let's just love harder, respect each other, keep growing as a community. Because if we're going against each other, we already got so many other people against us. You know, let's just stick together and just love each other. That's it.
Amen.
I agree.
Amen. That's right.
Okay, could I be a little spicy?
Sassy? I'm gonna get her
It's part of the show.
It's gonna say everybody sassy to me.
Okay, I just want to say, well, let me speak to the ladies first. To my Black queens, you are a queen. And if you have to be independent, if you have to hold your own and fix your own cabinets, ain't nothing wrong with that. You do that, because if the Black man is not showing you respect and not loving you and cherishing you the way that you should be cherished, ain't nothing wrong with doing that for yourself. You don't necessarily need a man to love you, because you can love yourself. To the Black men, if you want us to be submissive and, you know, get on our knees and suck for hours and be in the bedroom and fuck for hours and go around, be faithful. You don't need that from no other woman. We giving all of that to you. But you are loved as well. And I'm just being real. They want us to suck and fuck for hours. Come on now. You know, we need a little something. We need to show that we loved and we cared about and honored. So do that. And you will get whatever the hell you want from us. Like, men don't realize that. If you really honor us and treat us with respect and love us how we want to be, you can have whatever the fuck we would give you whatever.
That's so
Us
true.
women.
So
Like,
true.
that's all they need to know.
Yeah.
And be motherfucking faithful. That's it. I love y'all.
I agree.
Yes, queen.
So ladies, I really, I'm not closing out with one right now, but just hear me out. I appreciate the fact that you all have different views. The reason why you come and I brought you all in is because we need the world to see, our people to see, that we're fluid. It's so many different versions of black women, so many different versions. But we have one great thing in common. And the one great thing in common is that our strength. We have our strength. There's something about the soul of a black woman, no matter where we are or room we're in, we become one. No matter what it is. Even if it's a little chatter between us,
It's all
it doesn't matter.
That's
We
right.
become one.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying to you? And,
Yes, indeed.
and we're very loving women. The world needs to see that about us. And I wanted y'all to come in and share different views. I mean, I wish it could be longer. This is the best way I could do it, though. This is how I wanted it. You guys answered the questions that I wanted y'all to answer. I'm gonna do a bigger one, and I want y'all to be the forefront of it, because we need to continue having these kind of conversations. Because to be honest with you, the image that's being portrayed, they're gonna market it whatever way they wanna market it. So if we don't take our own power and market the image that we want to portray,
Right.
we are, as the mature women, the younger women, how we speak to each other, how we treat each other, and how we love our men. They're gonna make us fight. To be honest with you, it's a gender war that's happening. Not with everybody else, just us.
Okay.
Just us. It's just us that's happening with. It's not happening in no other community. And the reason why, because there's never been structure for us. It was never any foundation. It was stolen from us. We have just been going along throughout the years. So now we have the internet, the phones in our hand, the opportunity to share our opinion. So that's why I appreciate the fact that y'all, I didn't have to call and beg y'all. You guys came out. It made me feel, y'all make me want to cry.
And I'm so proud of you today.
We are proud of you.
I never saw you in action, but this is fire. Like, I'm so proud.
This
It's
is
so
something that
inspiring.
I visioned years ago. Thank you, Danny. This is something I visioned years ago, and I said, if I get the opportunity to put something together, it has to make sense.
Yeah.
It has to make sense. When we die, we all go to the same place, ladies. You could be financially okay right now, tomorrow you're not, tomorrow you're okay. We all go through a roller coaster. And in the end, we die. But in the meantime, that's how I look at life. In the meantime, let's make a difference.
Yeah.
Let's take care of each other. Let's try to, because we come a long way as people. I'm going to be honest with you. We come a long, when I watch all the slavery movies, when I watch every single thing, 2023, black women are able to sit in a room and look the power we have in our hands right now. We just got to be more loving to each other.
Can I say something on that? You see how I think that visuals and movies and shows, everything, that's very important to this generation, period, in general.
And that's
How you shine light on black women, even in the movies. It don't have to be the black bitter woman. Like, they need to start there also.
And this is why I'm doing this. So I'm doing this to show that we can disagree. We can have different views and still say, hey, what we doing? Let's fix it. That's the point of this.
That's
The
right.
point of this, that we don't have to all agree to anything. You understand what I'm saying? But we gotta be in the middle. We have to meet in the middle and bring balance in the middle.
Compromising.
You understand what I'm saying to you? And hold each other accountable.
Yeah.
Because they like to say we don't. But the thing is, because everyone has their different opinion, people may think we don't hold each other accountable.
Right.
But we know when we hold each other accountable. Look at what's that little girl that had a baby the other day? Krishan. Everybody was on social media like, what the fuck, hold the baby? You know what I'm saying?
They all rolling on.
So it's not that we didn't come together and say, what are you
how to
doing?
hold the daggone baby.
So we know when to come together. We know when to say something.
And we're amazing. We're
You
really
understand?
great.
So we just gotta love in ourselves more. So I want y'all to know I appreciate y'all. Y'all did not, because I ain't got no money to pay y'all. I am not today.
We
next year I
appreciate
will.
you.
You paid our spirit.
Huh?
Come here, Silver Sage.
Of course we're going to. I don't have the money to pay y'all, but I mean, I tell y'all that from my heart, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate every last one of you. Tiffany, you haven't been around. You've been gone, you had your baby, went to postpartum.
Yeah.
God bless you. How was your baby,
She
Tiffany?
went into depression.
Yeah,
And
he was.
Tiffany
I'm
has
sorry.
not been on camera for the past 2 years, just dealing with life. Danny been working hard,
Thank you.
getting her business together, showing herself out there. She talk a lot of
I
shit
love
on
the
social
hat,
media.
Danny.
But guess what?
Danny, don't think when I be issues.
I know.
That's just content.
No, I'm not even.
personal.
Listen,
Never
all my
personal.
friends,
It's
like
just
all my
content.
friend personalities are as big as you, so
Yeah,
it's really
she
like
knows.
Oh,
I
yeah,
know.
she's used to
She's
it.
used to it.
Like-
So the thing is, Daddy been working hard, getting her life in order, and
God
I'm
bless
so
her.
proud of you, Danny. Keep pushing. Lynn, you were a star in this game. You're a businesswoman. You always keep going, and I love that about you. She's the lady that opened the door for me. Also, I need y'all to know this. The day that I decided to,
shout out to
yeah, she
Lynn.
opened the door for me to get. And the sad thing and the crazy thing is, it was 2 weeks after my wedding. I kicked my husband out.
Oh, yes, I remember
And I called
that.
her up and said, hey, I want to eat at the table. 2 weeks after, and ever since then I've been working. So I appreciate it. I
No
appreciate it.
problem. I'm proud of you.
This queen here, I've met you on set, and from the day I met you on set, I love you.
We be talking shit on the phone.
All the time. You know, ever since I met you years ago on set, me and this woman, and sometimes I'll call her, did you see what they say about you? Like, I love the fact, people don't know the deeper version of who she is. When I tell you that this woman is who she is, what y'all saw on TV though, that's her. She ain't give a fuck.
She gonna flip the motherfucking table. Don't get her face.
There's so many layers that,
Absolutely.
and she's such a great individual, and I
Yeah.
love you. I love the fact that you didn't hesitate. You came, and I love that about you. And you know, anything I do, you're involved. You know, all of y'all. With you, I met you today, and you are a firecracker. And I love it. Yes, you are. I love it. I love it. I love it. We need firecrackers. We need people that are able to verbalize themselves and live in their truth.
Vocal, very
I love
vocal.
it. I love it. There's nothing wrong with it. And you show that you're a queen, your presence. I appreciate you. And you came with no problem, and I appreciate it. She spoke high. Anything she speak highly of, I'm with it. Now,
That's
princess.
Hi.
I'm a little silver princess over here. Silver
Hi.
princess, you are such a sweetheart.
Thank
I just
you.
met you today, and I don't know why I feel like I know you forever.
Really?
The way how you come, and you're humble. You're like, hey, can I share something to help you with, what you want me to help you with?
Yeah.
It has to be
Oh,
like
thank
that.
you.
Most people that are in their lane of music and already feel here,
Mhm.
you already have it.
Thank you.
I thought you was
Walk in your presence.
You have a great
Oh,
look.
Yeah, she has a great
God
look.
bless you.
Oh.
I love that pink hat though. That hat is
I got it from
fire.
125th Street.
Walk in your presence. You already
Thank
have
you.
it. Keep being who you are. And on that note, we need
Thank
to give you
you.
a voice, sweetheart.
Oh, what y'all want me to sing
Whatever you
though?
want to sing. Whatever you feel
Something that we
comfortable.
can recognize, you
Yes.
know, like, oh, I know that
What's the song? See, it's always weird. This is when I start talking like this because I'm getting nervous. No, I'm from New York City. I'm from the Bronx. No, but when I get nervous, when I get nervous, I start talking like that. I'm trying to think about a song. Ladies, come on, help.
Okay, something by her or Jasmine Sullivan.
Oh,
Is it gonna be clear?
Summer Walker.
oh, wait,
Whatever you like.
I'm in love with another man, and I know it ain't right. Yes. Hey, hey. I forgot the lyrics to that.
record you, sweet.
Oh wait. Okay, let's start over. Okay. Let me do something I'm more familiar with. Are you ready?
Yes.
I'm gonna do a Shanti.
Okay.
Okay.
Baby, I don't know why you're treating me so bad. You said you loved me, no one above me, and I was all you had. You know my heart is beating for you, I can't stop crying. I don't know why you allow you to treat me this way, but still I stay. See, my days are cold without you, but I'm hurting while I'm with you. And though my heart can take no more, I just keep running back to you. See, my days are cold without you, but I'm hurting while I'm with you. And though my heart can take no more, I just keep running back to you.
You got a voice.
You
girl.
better
Thank
sing.
you. Thank you.
Oh,
I love that.
You better sing.
Y'all know that song? Cause y'all so young. Y'all know that song?
Yeah.
No, she was. I saw her on Johnny Nunez IG, and she's fire. Ashanti.
Oh, Ashanti?
Me? You
That
want
was
me
Ashanti.
Wait, you saw Ashanti on Johnny Noonan?
Yeah,
So
on
let
the
me ask you a
page.
question. You never, You didn't know who Ashanti was?
No, yes, I did. No. I ain't that young. No, I remember her.
Oh, no, okay,
yes.
okay.
With Ja
So
Rule.
on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you ladies for coming and thank you so much for blessing us with your
Yeah,
wonderful
thank
voice.
you.
Again, I want you all to know I appreciate you ladies. I'm going to do this again and I would love for you guys to be a part of this because I want you guys to at least start out to be the face of conversation for women that need
Nice.
to hear truth. Okay? Unopen-minded.
Thank
Should
you.
do like a men and women, like a panel with women and men, like
I'm
together.
I'm gonna do that.
Go
again,
ahead,
Shay.
girl.
So
It's not about men's mama.
Yes, right now. It's about changing the narrative of what's being portrayed. of
Yes,
black women.
definitely.
That's why I started out.
Because we are not no sexy red.
Okay.
Pregnant on stage dancing.
That's funny.
That would be me if I'm looking at a comic. I would be right my belly.
Right.
So ladies and gentlemen, I thank you so much for
Exactly.
being open-minded. I had these beautiful ladies that shared their opinion, and I am so thankful that they decided to come out and talk again. We will be back at this again every Thursday, open-minded with T. Mara. We're always going to have thought-provoking conversation that's going to be helpful to our community. So again, thank you all for joining us on Open-Minded with T. Mara.
And it's a wrap.
Beautiful. Beautiful.